1:30, so it's taking a little bit longer to do that lap than I thought. The green flag's out. Plum hasn't got the drop on the Porsche as they go across the line now and head down towards the Big Bend. He had to go defensive to the right-hand side. Matt Plum in third position in the McLaren. Mercedes, Porsche, McLaren, Mercedes, BMW, Merc, Ford. The top 9 cars. And the top 4 have pulled away from Indy Donchy. And we've seen in the past the Windward cars do not get up to pace quickly on the restarts. They need a bit of a run, and that might not be good for them in making up positions with less than 14 minutes to go. In fact, Donchy's lost a position to Tyler Cook on the restart. Cook's gone through in the BMW, at least across the line. Murillo Racing Mercedes on the grass at the West Bend, almost hitting the tyre wall on the exit right in front of Indy Donchy, who has managed to stay ahead of the BMW. So it's Mercedes, Porsche, McLaren, Mercedes, BMW. Faulkner trying to go around the outside at the first corner, has to watch up the inside because he's vulnerable there. Guy Cosmo is right in the mix there, but laps down. However, the number 59 is in the fight. That's the Mustang. Actually, he's dropped back.
Carl Whitmer's managed to find a way past his teammate Tom Long. It's 74 ahead of number 77 now. That's the battle of a third and fourth in TCR.
Another Larry moment for Mercedes, number 56 in fourth position, Eric Foss on the uphill. ST and TCR leaders together as they go through the uphill, and the BMW's having to defend from an Audi while trying to attack the Mini ahead of it. Oh my goodness me. First and second in ST have first and second in TCR around them at the moment. Through comes Simpson in the red number 54 Audi onto the front straight. Great news for the number 12 Kenton Cook, the EU reports. Rover Motorsport Oils car. Motor Oils car. And then everybody else in TCR is in third, seems at the moment.
Yeah, a couple of those guys are a lap down, unfortunately, but it's a fabulous battle going on there. The two Compass cars side by side on that lap, and it was Tom Long who just about scraped ahead of Kuno Whitmer as they came across the line. That's a great battle.
Whitmer's ahead of Tom Long. Whitmer's got ahead of Tom Long. That's a new third position, the 74 car ahead of the 77.
Made that pass down turn at Big Bend.
That's championship implications there, as well as I'm reminded in my ears by Shea Adam. At the head of the field, Hugh Plum is not getting away as these battles in ST and TCR continue at the same parts of the track. Car 92's been pulled in for a stop and 10 seconds as it came into the pit lane before while the pits are closed, not fulfilling emergency service requirements. I think they were just getting out of the way, to be honest, but they stopped in their box instead of driving to the end of the pit lane. I think that's probably what's caught the attention of race control. It's the 7 car didn't get the penalty, did it? Hasn't had as yet. 77 Audi. Tom Long trying to get back on terms with his teammate Kuno Whitmer, who's now the next car ahead as he goes towards West Bend. Hugh Plum has done a great restart, and he's not getting away massively, but he's just easing away. He's got it out to a second all of a sudden from Matchovan in the 28 RS1, Porsche in second. So TGM Mercedes 46 leads from 28 RS1, Porsche second, from 76 Compass Racing McLaren in third, then Murillo Racing 56 Mercedes in fourth, Winward in fourth, in the fifth rather, in the shape of the 57, the silver car. And third, fourth and fifth are together, coming out of turn 7 and onto the Sam Posey straight. The McLaren immediately dives to the right-hand side as if they're worried about being caught. Indy Donchy's got a great run, weaves to the left, then to the right. Foss on the curb. That won't help the car. That's a big curb on the inside. He unsettled the 56 Tangerine and Black Mercedes. And Donchy feels there's half a chance here. Damien Faulkner, as you were with Tyler Cook, can't get by the BMW at the moment. In the battle for 6th and 7th. Under 10 minutes to go. Slow Audi at the top of the uphill. That could be dangerous for the battling cars behind. They just about see it. There's a white flag out there. That doesn't mean the last lap. It means a slow moving car. And it is the number 61 Audi. That's the... Is that Morley that we put in that car? Is he finished it? Or was it Enstone in the car? No, it was Enstone, yeah. Should be Gavin in the car to finish. Yeah. Was in 7th position, but he's got a problem. Needs to get to the right-hand side of the circuit and get into the pit lane, out of the way, which he is doing. Meantime, Donchy tries to go around the outside of the left-hander and make up a position on the number 56 Mercedes. This is the battle for 4th position, and Matt Plum is another couple of car lengths ahead. So this effectively a 3-car scrap then, McLaren and 2 Mercs, for the last step on the podium. Matchoven only, what, a second and a half up the road behind. Ahead rather, sorry. Hugh Plum, a second and a half to the good. They'll be biting their nails down at TGM. No worries about fuel now with that long full course caution. And Donchy's got to get by Foss if he's got any chance at all in the last 7.5 minutes of a podium position, and that would be back-to-back podiums for Winwood. Obviously not the same car. And the BMW just not able to keep up the pace. Tyler Cook holding up Faulkner, Roush and Marcelli now.
Game on now in TCR because Stephen Simpson has closed that gap to Kenton Cook. Kenton had edged away just a little bit, I mean not by much, but they were pretty much tied together as they headed into Big Ben, John. 7 minutes remaining.
Donchy got alongside going through the uphill, but couldn't make it stick. 92 in to serve its penalty. Down to my right-hand side, the leader goes across the line and heads down towards the first corner. Looks like Holton is just holding on and round the outside. Now we've seen Donchy do this at the Big Ben before. He's side by side with the 56, got to tough it out there where there's no grip, and Foss closes the door on him, slides the back end of the 56 car. Under power. Foss, I think, struggling with rear grip on the Murillo racing car.
Good racing between those two, good clean racing.
Kenton Cook and Stephen Simpson together. The last time they were battling this close, it was for a 3rd position at the Glen. Although in fact it was Kenton's teammate Tom O'Gorman, wasn't it, who was in the car at that point. Kenton closing it out this time around. But it is the 12 and the 54 car together again in ST. The Mini number 73 still leads, but only just from BMW Bimmerwald number 81. And the TCR leaders are now just an Audi's length between them through West Bend, under the Continental Bridge, down into the final right-hand corner. The 2-litre engines thrumming away, driving those front wheels. Kenton Cook across the line now, down into the first corner. From the middle of the road, Stephen Simpson looking to try and make a pass. They've cleared off, by the way. They've got 7.5 seconds on Kuno Whitmer. He's got a handy little lead of 5 seconds on Tom Long. So Kuno keeps his nose clean. It'll be a podium for the 74 car. That position made on the restart. But the 1st and 2nd positions far from being settled in TCR. By the way, they're still in 10th position. That battle for the lead in TCR as they pop up over the uphill. The beautiful green scenery around the circuit here, providing a great contrast. And Donchy's got through. Indy Donchy's got through and goes up into 4th position, and Damien Faulkner's got through, so both of the Winwood cars have made up a position that time around.
No, he didn't. Yeah, Damien actually did it last time around on lap 107, so he's got himself up now. Now he's going to try and track down what will be Eric Foss and his teammate. As a replay of the two heading side by side.
It's an outside move again into the Big Bend. This is the second time that Dunshey's done this, and he gets it done so early in the piece that then Eric Foss can't close the door on him. So Indy Dunshey released, fuel to the end, the 57 car, the Silver Arrow, shot from the bow. Can it reach the target that is the Compass 360 McLaren? 4 minutes left. Damien Faulkner now up into 6th position, but nobody within 2.5 seconds of the leading number 46 car, the Mercedes of Hugh Plum. Leaders in TCR going down to the first corner, having to pass the number 80 Ford Mustang. Brett Sandberg at the wheel of that car. They're slightly compromised as they go up the inside of the Mustang, which is still struggling around. Kenton Cook adapting to front wheel drive and doing it very well indeed. Two of the nicest blokes that you'd like to meet in the IMSA paddock outside of the car. In the car, they are beasts. They know how to drive aggressively, but they are fair drivers, respectful drivers. Little mistake by Kenton Cook on the uphill, just drops the left-hand Continentals onto the dirt. Simpson wasn't quite close enough to take advantage. Not sure Kenton even lifted off there, to be honest. He got good grip on the outside of the corner. Immediately Cook goes to driver's right. That's all right. He's going to make Simpson go the long way around, drifts back into the middle of the road. Oh, this is very tight indeed.
Thought about it.
He did think about it. Stephen Simpson. 2.5 minutes to go, less than that. A couple of laps for these guys. Hugh Plum by 2.6 seconds for TGM Mercedes. The 46 multicoloured car leads it. Then Matchevin in second in the 28 RS1 Porsche. Return to form for that team. See above comment for the 76 Compass Racing McLaren. Matt Plum could have two brothers on the podium in ST and in GS. Indy Dunshey, by the way, is right with the McLaren now for 3rd place overall as the leaders for ST. Simpson down the inside into the final corner. My goodness, that would have been a brave manoeuvre. Thought better of it, thank goodness. That could have ended up with a dustpan and brush to tidy that one up on the exit of the final corner. Here you are, sir, here's your car. It's in a bin bag. Yes. That's all that's left of it.
Yes, he's smarter than that, is Stevenson.
Yes,
it's a good battle between these two. Good respect again, and nobody's doing anything untoward. It's a good, clean, hard battle.
Dunshey's still got a chance of the podium as well, you know, for Winwood. And he's through! He's through! Dunshey's through! They've just gone past us and he's dived down the inside, going into the first corner as the battle for ST rages on. Indy Dunshey has driven through into 3rd position after a brilliant first stint by Bryce Ward.
And also the two leaders all of a sudden are right together again. In getting through this traffic, Hugh Plum has now got okay, well he's come out to better some more traffic there, because as they came across the line, there was only half a second between them.
Is this the last lap, Jeremy? Or we've got one to go? I didn't see the white flag last time around. No white flag. There's one more lap, and one more lap for the ST guys as well. Dunshey's only a second behind the leaders here, Jeremy, and there's another 1.5 miles when they come round this time, and Dunshey's clearly got a good car under him. The Winwood Mercedes go very well towards the end of the stint, and Faulkner's closing in on Eric Foss as well. There's the white flag this time around. The leaders go through in traffic. The 46 car in between the battle for 1st and 2nd in ST, the Mini and the BMW, and I'm quite sure that Pombo will not want to let the leader through, because at the moment he's holding up his major competitor. Dunshey right with Matchevin as the leaders in TCR come through to see the white flag. Oof. And it's side by side on the front straight. This time Cook didn't get over early enough, and you can't push any further. Kenton, well done. And through goes Simpson. Simpson takes the lead with 1 to go. There's a mile and a half, and through goes Cook.
He left the door
open, and Cook goes through, uses the curb. That's what a touring car does. Meantime, about the length of the Sam Posey straight behind, TGM, Owen Trinkler and Hugh Plum win here at Lime Rock. The 46 car goes through. Donshi gets into second. Donshi's second for Winwood. Right at the end, he did pass Matchovan. And the battling TCR cars go through. Up the uphill, final time. There's still one more chance for Stephen Simpson if he can get somewhere close. He's backed off. It's going to be Tom O'Gorman who started, and Kenton Cook who finishes, unless Stephen Simpson can get a run off the final corner, which he tries, and he pinches the corner down to the inside. This is going to be a dash to the line. He's got him on the line. I don't believe it. Exactly similar cars, and he wins. Stephen Simpson planned that from coming out of the uphill, gave himself a run to get down in ST. The Mini holds on, the 73. Finally, the Mini by just half a second from the BMW after a couple of really heartbreaking problems for the Mini in the last 10 minutes. What a run to the line from Stephen Simpson. Came across to the right-hand side early. Kenton Cook couldn't get the door closed.
No, and the problem that Kenton Cook was just struggling on the downhill. He couldn't carry the momentum through the corner. Stephen Simpson on the previous lap was brilliant through there. He did the same again. He knew how far he needed to be behind to get the run off the corner, and brilliant that was a tremendous finish.
Great finish from Simpson, and well driven, both of them. The lead changing a couple of times on the last
historic day though for Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson wins